Do you want to learn how to make this beautiful triangle pendant? Well, I'll teach you how to do it after the jingle. Hi everyone and welcome back to this new tutorial. This tutorial is in cooperation with BB Craft. BB Craft is a website that sells a lot of crafts supplies, and I recommend you to take a look at their website, and with the code Natalia 20 you can have the 10% off on your order. So in this video we are going to use the supplies I got from the BB Craft website, and we are going to make this beautiful triangle pendant. As you can see, I have used two colors of Delica beads. They are 11O, and some chains I got from BB Craft website. And we are going to make this triangle pendant with the brick stitch technique, with increases and decreases. It is very easy. You will see the process in the video. And with this pendant you can make also some beautiful earrings, and I think I'm going to make some of them too. So, which are the supplies needed to make our triangle? These are the two bags of Delica beads I have used. The first color is opaque white, and the second color is Duracoat silver lined dyed mica. It is like a champagne color. I love it. Then I'm going to use these chains. I got them from the website, and the size of the chain is 1.5 millimeters. Then we will need some jump rings. I'm going to use some 4 millimeter jump rings. They must be very thin because I have to pass the jump ring through the Delica bead. The thread is a fireline thread. I'm going to use a 0.15 millimeters fireline thread and a size 12 pony needle, because it is very thin and it is easier to pass with this kind of needle through the beads. The first thing we have to do is to make a stripe of golden and white Delica beads with the ladder stitch technique. So the ladder stitch technique is very easy, and it is the base of the brick stitch technique. So pick up two golden Delica beads, bring them at the end of the thread, and pass through the first bead from the bottom to the top in this way, and pull the thread. This is the final result. As you can see, the two beads stay one next to the other. Now pass the needle through the second bead from the top to the bottom, and as you can see, we are ready to add the third bead. So pick up the third Delica bead, a golden one, pass through the right Delica bead from the top to the bottom in this way, and pull the thread. Now pass through the last Delica bead we have added from the bottom to the top, and pull the thread again. This is the final result. Pick up again another 11O golden delica bead and pass through the delica on the left from the bottom to the top and pull the thread in this way. Then pass through the delica bead from the top to the bottom and pull the thread. And we have 4 delica beads, 4 golden delica beads. Pick up another golden delica bead and pass from the top to the bottom into the last delica bead. Pull the thread, pass through the last delica bead from the bottom to the top in this way. So we have added 5 golden delica beads to our work with the ladder stitch technique. Now we have to add 5 white delica beads. So with the same steps, we have to add 5 delica beads of the white color and 5 golden beads at the end of the stripe. So go on in this way and I'll show you the final result. This is the final result. We have added 5 golden delica beads, 5 white delica beads and 5 golden delica beads. Now we have to add 5 golden delica beads with the brick stitch technique. Then we have to add 4 white delica beads and 5 golden delica beads. In this way we are going to make the first triangle and to start the white triangle. Let's start adding 2 delica beads, golden delica beads on the needle, and pass through the loop we have between the first 2 golden delica beads in this way from the top to the bottom. Pull the thread and pass the needle through the left bead from the bottom to the top in this way to set the delica bead in the proper position. Pull the thread and pass through the next delica bead from the top to the bottom in this way. Pull the thread again. Pass through the left delica bead from the bottom to the top, and we are ready to go on with the other delica beads. Pick up another golden delica bead and pass through the next loop in this way from the top to the bottom. Pull the thread, pass again through the delica bead from the bottom to the top, and pull the thread again. Pick up another delica bead and repeat the same steps. Pass through the white loop in this way, pull the thread, pass through the delica from the bottom to the top, and pull the thread. We have added 4 golden delica beads. Pick up another golden delica bead and pass through the white loop. pull the thread, pass through the delicate bead in this way from the bottom to the top, and pull the thread. Now we are going to start again to work with the white delicate beads. We have to add 4 white delicate beads, one next to another. So the first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. As you can see, we have 5 white delicate beads on the first row and 4 white delicate beads on the second row. Now go on with 5 golden delicate beads. And this is the final result. As you can see, we are ready to start the third row. So we have to add 5 golden delicate beads, 3 white delicate beads, and 5 golden delicate beads. And as you can see, this is the final result. Now we have to start the fourth row with the 2 white beads in the middle, and then the other one with 1 white bead in the middle, and then we can go on making the golden triangle with the decreases without adding any white delicate bead. So let's start again and add 5 golden delicate beads. As you can see, this is the fourth row with the 2 white delicate beads in the middle. And now we have to make the fifth row with the 1 white delicate bead in the middle. The steps are always the same, and you have to start with the 2 golden delicate beads and go on with 1 delicate bead until you reach the number of 5 golden delicate beads. Then add 1 white delicate bead in the middle and go on with the golden delicate beads on the other side of the row. The steps are always the same, and now we have to go on in this way until we reach the number of 2 golden delicate beads in the middle. So go on in this way, and this is the final result. As you can see, I have made the triangle with the golden delicate beads until we have reached the 2 delicate beads in the middle. Then add 1 delicate bead and pass through all the delicate beads on one of the sides of the triangle, passing with the needle through all of them in this way. Then pull the thread in this way, and now we have to pass the thread through the beads and bring the thread exiting the first white delicate bead to start making the triangle with the increases of the brick stitch technique. So pass through the beads and the thread is exiting the white delicate bead on the right side, as you can see from the video. Now pick up 2 white delicate beads and pass through the first loop next to the thread in this way. Pull the thread, then place the beads in this way, pass through the left white delica bead, pull the thread, pass through the right delica bead from the top to the bottom in this way, and then again through the left delica bead on the left, and pull the thread again. And now we have to add one white delica bead at a time. So pick up one white delica bead and pass through the next loop. And this is the third delica bead. Pick up another white delica bead and pass through the next loop in this way. Pull the thread, pick up another delica bead and pass through the next loop. Pick up another delica bead and pass through the next loop, and we have 6 white delica beads in this row. Let's make another increase in the next row with the white delica beads. Pick up 2 delica beads and pass through the first loop between the 2 delica beads on the left. In this way, pull the thread, pass through the right white delica bead from the bottom to the top, pull the thread, pass through the left delica bead from the top to the bottom, and then pass again through the right delica bead in this way. And now we have to go on with the one white delica bead at a time, passing through the loops. In this way, we have to add the last delica bead. The thread exits this delica bead, pick up one white delica bead and pass through the delica of the previous row in this way from the top to the bottom. Pull the thread, then pass through the delica beads and bring the thread exiting the third delica, then pass through the second delica on the right, and then on the first delica in this way, and we are ready to start the next row. Pick up 2 white delica beads and pass through the first loop. Pull the thread, and repeat the same steps. Pass through the left delica bead from the bottom to the top, the right delica bead from the top to the bottom, and the left delica bead from the bottom to the top in this way. Pass through the next loop after adding another white delica bead and go on making this row. We are ready to start another row, and in this row we will start adding golden delica beads to make our rhombus. So pick up one white delica bead and pass through the next loop. pick up another white delica bead and pass through the loop. Then pick up one golden delica bead and pass through the loop. And then add 4 white delica beads. Let's make the next row, and in this row we have to add 2 golden delica beads in the middle. So add 4 white delica beads on each side and 2 golden delica beads in the middle. Then you have to start another row with the 3 golden delica beads in the middle, and at the end of these 2 rows we are ready to start to make the increases of the next row to make our rhombus. So I make these 2 rows with the 2 and 3 golden delica beads, and I'll show you the final result. Here it is, and as you can see we have the thread exiting this white delica bead on the left. So now the thread exiting this delica bead, pick up 2 golden delica beads and pass through the second loop, not the first one but the second one. In this way, pull the thread, pass through the right golden delica bead, then pass through the left golden delica bead and pass again through the right delica bead. Pull the thread, then pick up another golden delica bead and pass through the next loop in this way. And finally pick up another golden delica bead and pass through the next loop in this way. Now we have to make 2 steps, 2 rows of decrease. So pick up 2 golden delica beads and pass through the second loop. Pull the thread, pass through the left delica bead, then through the right delica bead, then through the left delica bead and pull the thread. Pick up another golden delica bead, pass through the next loop in this way, and we have to make the last row. Pick up 2 golden delica beads and pass through the second loop in this way. Complete the steps as always. And now we are ready to add the last golden delica bead. Pick up 1 delica bead and we are going to place it like we have done in the previous point of the other triangle. So pick up the delica bead and pass through the golden delica beads on the side of the rhombus in this way. This is the pendant, and now we have to mount it as a necklace. I pass through the beads and join the two ends of the threads together, and I recommend you to make one or at least two knots, and then we have to add a 4 mm jump ring into the golden delica bead on the point of our rhombus, and we are going to add a chain to make a necklace. So this is the final result, and we are ready to mount our pendant as a necklace, and I'm going to use some 4 mm jump rings. I have tried with a 5 mm jump ring, but it was a little bit too big, and then I have replaced it with a 4 mm jump ring. Then I have used this golden chain, and I have decided to cut it into half, to slide the two parts into the jump ring. Here I'm going to replace the 5 mm jump ring with a 4 mm jump ring. In this way, I'm going to open the jump ring and slide it into the horizontal delica bead. This way, close the jump ring. I'm going to add some jump rings at the end of the chain, because there aren't any jump rings, and then I'm going to cut the chain in two parts and slide them into the middle jump ring of the pendant. Now I try to close the chain to see if the jump rings are okay and everything is okay. And now I'm going to cut the chain into parts with the flash cutter, and I'm going to remove the excess of the chain, and this is the final result. I'm going to open again the 4 mm jump ring and slide the first part into the left part of the jump ring, and the right part into the right part of the jump ring. Close the jump ring, and our necklace is ready. I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. Please, 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 if you like it, share it with your friends, share it in the groups, on your Facebook profiles, leave a comment here below, and hit like to support my work and my free tutorial for you. I recommend you to share all my videos, to watch them, and please let me know if you like them. I want to thank BB Craft for giving me the supplies to make this beautiful pendant, and I want to remind you that they leave you a discount code Natalia20 for a 10% off your order. You can see the discount code on the video right now. This is the code Natalia20 to get the 10% off on your order. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next tutorial. I will make another tutorial for you with the supplies they sent to me. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye, and see you in the next video.